Not the independent candidates that are coming
No,
on
those
board.
ones, I don't want to hear that. I will beat them up. I'm happy that the IBC has put some conditions, but they will also, somebody will rush to court. And our courts will finish at this guy.
Okay, Omtata.
This guy has said you need to bring 2,000 signatures from to at least 24 counties. 48, they are crying. They are not saying it is not a provision. They are saying the provision should not be applied until 2027. And the courts will grant them. I can swear. And the Kenyan entrepreneurial spirit is evident. You go to an office, that lady is a secretary, but she's also pulling out something for snacks to sell to people. There is that office tea which is offered free, but she's selling them mandazi or chapati. That spirit, you can see it. The Kenyan spirit of always earning 1 or 2 shillings to supplement and augment your salaries there.
An extra
that
point.
means we have a foundation on which we can lay these things so that many Kenyans will do business without necessarily having to rely on employment.
No more trips for MCS.
If I'm the president and I hear somebody has gone out to do anything, using government money, you will not come back to Kenya. Look for another country to go. Atumepanda kwenda sijui kuattend sijui nini seminar.
Israel, agriculture.
There is nothing you need to, everything you get right here. What is it we don't know about China? What is it we don't know about America? We know everything. You don't need to go anywhere.
Kenyans continue to feel dissatisfied about their personal financial situation as well as the direction of the national economy. Well, for them, is there any further wiggle room for them to be optimistic about the future of this country and the future of their generations come the next 10 or 20 years? Now that forms the basis of our conversation today here on Herman Manyora's channel. My name is Richard Mwenja. Later on the show, I'll be joined by renowned political analyst Herman Manyora to dissect on this conversation. But before that, allow me pay my dues to our show sponsors for the day. This edition has been proudly sponsored by Mambo Safi Laundry and Cleaning Services. Just to give you a snippet of their services, they offer 10% discounts on duvets, on carpets, on referrals, as well as on sofa cleaning, as well as other services which range from domestic to commercial cleaning services. All you have to do is contact them right now through the numbers that appear on the bottom part of your screen. Well, until that point, allow me get into this conversation. Welcome on board, sir.
Thank you, Richard.
I see you're looking good in a Chinese collar shirt.
Yes. I'm meeting some investors from London.
Oh, over the 25 billion?
No.
All right.
They want to find out the political climate in the country. I offer advice to investors.
Perhaps why you're the most sought after analyst.
Yeah.
All right, sir. A recent research done by the PEW Center has shown that majority Kenyans are dissatisfied with the direction of the national economy, as well as that of their personal financial outlook. Would you say, just to start us off, in this country, there is a conversation that Luyas and Kalenjins feel more dissatisfied than the Kikuyus and the Luos with regards with how the national economy is being steered. As a political analyst, do you share the same breath?
Well, those kind of statistics are never really anything to go by. Sometimes everything is seen from political lenses. Mm-hmm. So you expect, people are saying Uhuru has not worked. He's the cause of the problem. Ruto is a Kalenjin. What do you expect from Kalenjin? They will say that. So
I see. So it's those are political grounds that are making such.
Yeah. I would understand if you are saying Kenyans in general, or demographies that you can use to measure economic reception and things of that nature. Like young people, college graduates, those are people who can give a statement about the state of the economy as a demography. But the tribe in this instance, no.
Well, sir, the very same survey has shown that 78% of Kenyans feel that the Kenyan youth have more potential prospering in outside countries beyond Kenya other than inside here in Kenya. Do you read in the same breath in terms of greener pastures are there, but not just within our borders, outside there?
Yeah, I've said before in one of your shows, there is a lot of potential outside there. But the most beautiful thing about getting jobs outside and business outside, you don't need to leave Kenya. Now that's the world in which that's the beauty of it. You are here, but you are in UK. You are doing your business. You are working in UK, but you are, and people are already doing it. There are many Kenyans employed by UK companies, farms, but they are here.
Outsourcing.
So yeah, people should not think to go out, you'll have to go.
All right.
No, you don't. It's not like Saudi.
All right. That context aside, what about now plenty being found within Kenya, whereby you're working for the Kenyan farms, you are an owner of capital, not just a wage earner?
There is plenty within our borders. Plenty.
Not our stomach.
I've said two things. Number one, we don't have enough labor.
I see.
We don't have enough labor. This country does not have enough labor. We look for labor from outside. The potential of this country is such that we will look for labor. We don't have sufficient labor to exploit the resources in this country.
I see.
And number two, this country, more than many other countries, has space for entrepreneurs at whatever levels. And the Kenyan entrepreneurial spirit is evident. You go to an office, that lady is a secretary, but she's also pulling out something for snacks to sell to people. There is that office tea which is offered free, but she's selling them mandazi or chapati. That spirit, you can see it. The Kenyan spirit of always earning 1 or 2 shillings to supplement and augment your salaries there.
An extra
that
point.
means we have a foundation on which we can lay these things so that many Kenyans will do business without necessarily having to rely on employment.
All right, sir. Now, there is a deep divide on whether ethnic discrimination has a role in unemployment here in Kenya. As a renowned public scholar, do you share in such thoughts?
Obvious. Surveys have been done by even the government itself, by this toothless commission, what do you call it, NCIC.
Yeah.
It has shown that a big percent of our workforce is Kikuyu, followed by I don't know who else and who else. And it's not commensurate with their population quota. In other words, if Kikuyus are 17% of the population, then you expect that to be reflected. They should be at very most maybe 19% or 20% of the workforce in this country, especially the good jobs. But they are about 40, 45%, 37, 40, I can't remember the figures. So that is true. It's even so obvious because if you employ a Kenyan today in a government office, a director, a PS, a minister,
board
CS,
member,
the driver, the cook, everybody, the PA, kila mtu, will be from his tribe. Look at the public universities. There's a lot of war to ensure that they do not employ locals as vice chancellors and other managers. That war has not been quite successful. We've seen dramatic scenes where communities have evicted. You saw the case of Moi, where the best VC they could ever get, Professor Ayiro, my friend,
Laban,
was loudly evicted by leaders, not villagers, by leaders, political leaders from Uasin and Nandi, evicted him. And now he's doing wonders at Daystar. So this is, but we shall grow out of it. I'm sure we are moving away from that.
Absolutely.
We are still there for a little while.
All right, sir. Sitting from a political analyst standpoint, how much of political action do you think we need to influence the direction of our national economy? Will the 9th August general election be the game changer with regards now choosing leaders that will now steer Kenya to greater heights economic-wise?
Kenyans have a very clear choice. They either continue with the suffering they are having, they continue living in the mess and the dirt and the filth that is this country, or they make a break from the past. They move into a new Kenya. And I've said repeatedly, unless you fix the politics of this country, you cannot fix the economy of this country. So Kenyans must know, when they go to elect an MCA, to them it's just a man from my village, my clan, No! This is a man who will determine whether this country will go forward or not. That MCA, all the way up to the president. And on the 9th of August this year, Kenyans have a very clear choice. It has never been this clear between Ruto and Raila. It is a very clear choice.
Not the independent candidates that are coming on
those
board.
ones, I don't want to hear that. I will beat them up. I'm happy that the IBC has put some conditions. But they will also, somebody will rush to court. And our courts will be finished at this guy.
Okay, Omtata.
This guy has said you need to bring 2,000 signatures from to at least 24 counties. 48, they are crying. They are not saying it is not a provision. They are saying the provision should not be applied until 2027. And the courts will grant them. I can swear. I am almost warning, but let me advise. Chief Justice Martha Koome, do not allow activism from the courts to mess the election. There are many ways you can mess this election.
I see.
You remember, if somebody died or they are running mate, election must be postponed. Another one done in 90 days. You know how serious that is? 90 or 60 days, I can't quite remember.
Yeah.
But we are not saying anybody will die. We are saying that look at the mess that will be the ballot paper. Even the cost. We are saying there is no, that over 50% of the polling stations in this country, which have an average of 500 voters, they will vote for 2 days.
And it's done.
2-3 days, not 1 day. And you can imagine when voting continues up to night, and the kind of mess we are going to have. If government wanted to rig this election, the courts are going to make it very easy for somebody to rig.
And the returning officer has to go and take up with the
Yes,
family.
he has to go somewhere, has to sleep a bit. So the issue, I like Chebukati for once. I'd really bastardized him.
I see.
I said Chebukati is a joker. But now he should stick to his guns. And these guys are running to court. I hope Mother Koome is listening.
All right, remember Herman Manyora's sparkling Parliament Blue suit is courtesy of the services of Mambo Safi Laundry and Cleaning Company. Remember, they offer 10% discount on referrals, carpet, on duvet cleaning, as well as on sofas from as low as 400 Kenya shillings. You can get their services. All you need to do is give them a call today on the numbers displayed at the bottom part of your screen. They have served this for over 10,000 happy clients here in Nairobi and its environs. Give Mambo Safi all your dirt and they sort it out for you. Sir, Kenya considers China and the US as its development icons. This far, we've seen President Uhuru Kenyatta come and say we are boasting of a very sound bilateral ties with the two nations. How much of benchmarking do we need to get, to tap from them so that we get to their levels, more so in the side of political stability and manufacturing, which have steered these two nations to greater heights?
The world has become so small. You don't need to benchmark.
No more trips for MCS.
If I'm the president and I hear somebody has gone out to do anything, using government money, you will not come back to Kenya. Look for another country to go. Atumepanda kwenda sijui kwa attend sijui nini seminar.
Israel, agriculture.
There is nothing you need to, everything you get right here. What is it we don't know about China? What is it we don't know about America? We know everything. You don't need to go anywhere.
All right.
So there's no going anywhere. There's no benchmarking. We know the economic miracle of China. We know how it started. We know what defines the Chinese success.
Not even benchmarking on how US has achieved political stability.
What,
because Kenyatta said our biggest problem as a country is political mess.
BBI has part of the solution. Let us go the BBI way.
All right.
And we do more than BBI. You think where I am, I don't know why this country is not politically stable. You think you don't know? We all know why this country is not politically stable.
All right.
I've defined the problem as simple.
I see.
One community entitled, another one feeling persecuted. You sort out this thing through BBI. And this country will be on its path to success.
All right.
We don't need to go to China. China, they are also with their dictatorship.
I see.
We may not even want to go in that direction.
All right, sir.
And we don't want to go to America with a con democracy.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfectly all right. Kenyans, among the priority list of Kenyans, they find education and the health sector as one of the major economic concerns that we should improve on and probably allocate even more resources towards. They want their children, they come of age, they boast of an education curriculum that fits the market with skilled people and a health sector that is quite affordable. Do you see this far? How much of milestones have we made with regards to achieving this dream now that we only are 8 years away from 2030? Are we likely to get to that point before the 8 years lapse?
It is true. You need an educated population to develop. It's equally true you need a healthy population to develop.
All right.
And then you must add the third pillar, which is people must be stomach full. They should not be hungry. So you need to feed your people, educate them, take care of their health. We've done a lot. Surely. People who criticize government, even Kenyatta government, even Moi government, we've made strides. We've done a lot, but we are nowhere near our potential. Our education system is still the worst. The education we give Kenyan children is still bad. The health services are wanting. So we have struggled, we have come from far, but at independence, as Raila keeps telling us, the three enemies of ignorance, poverty, and disease. They are as evident as they were in 1963.
All right.
That means we have not done well. We have achieved a lot, but that a lot is nowhere near our target. We need to move with speed to remove the shame of Kenyans dying from hunger, to remove the shame of the kind of education we have, to remove the suffering Kenyans go through when they have to lose loved ones because of diseases that would have been managed very easily.
All right, sir. The very last, as a senior citizen, sir, with the current dissatisfaction rate that has been posted out there by these survey research firms, how would you advise a Kenyan youth, a person between 18 and 34 years, with regards to optimism about the future, economic-wise and also in terms of political governance in this country? Do you find that there's a window of opportunity for them to have better reasons to don the national flag with so much pride and say better days are coming? Do you see that happening?
All people like us can criticize government. Young people cannot criticize government. This is their country. They must take charge and make it what they want it to be.
Today,
if you are a young person, you know this country belongs to you, not to Manyora. It's my generation that has messed this country. And you cannot look up to us and begin complaining because it is my generation that has killed this country. You must seize the opportunity. Take every single available opportunity in your way as a young person to make this country what it should be. When time comes to vote and you are Kalenjin, don't just vote for Ruto because it's Kalenjin.
Absolutely.
Don't just vote for Raila because it's Luo. Then you don't love your country. If you love your country, seize every opportunity available to you and make the change you desire for this country.
All right.
Yes.
Well, we wish we had more time for this conversation, but also that's more reason for you to get tuned on our subsequent editions of Business Glide, courtesy of our sponsors, Mambo Safi Laundry and Cleaning Services. Give them a call today. For our Fun of the Week, we go all the way to South Africa. A young boy from Westbridge doing law studies in South Africa, John Cambo.
John Cambo, thank you very much for being part of the Nairobi Review family. Thank you very much.
I see. Well, up next on your screen is the Business Glide African Proverb of the Day. Make sure you get posted on it. Also advance this conversation on Twitter. I'm at Mwenja Richard, at Manyora as well. Remember, Jadil Kabiro will be up next with the political conversation. Also stay tuned for Simon Irung with the big question, as well as Marshall Mudo with the streets. Goodbye.